Welcome everyone. Investigating large businesses, paper number 2, Edexcel IGCSE 2021 June paper. So today we are going to discuss about the question number 2 of this paper. If you go through the paper already I have a question number 1 is already there in my YouTube channel, so you can watch that question number 1 in my previous video. So I again go to the case study, the large business case study. It's about the Next. You know, so Next is a well-known clothing retailer that operates in 70 countries and employs over 43,000 employees. 43,000 employees mean definitely it's a large business, because according to the European Union classification of business, about 250 employees we recognize as a large business. So 43,000 employees. It's a clothing retailer operating in 70 countries. Therefore, it's a, you can tell it as a multinational company. Next, commenced trading. It has introduced many other products to its range, such as home interiors, flowers, and wedding list services. So you can see, apart from the clothing retailing, the product range, the product portfolio ran into other products such as home interior, flowers, wedding list services. In 1999, Next launched its own online shopping platform, enabling customers to purchase its products where they live. It continues to improve its customer service by introducing new initiatives such as the next day delivery. Next mainly uses its own factories for production. However, it does purchase some clothes such as ladies' dresses from Turkish factories. This means the manufacturing part done by them, but sometimes some clothing they're purchasing from, especially ladies' clothing, they're purchasing from Turkish factories. Okay, so let's move into the question number 2 of this paper. The question number 2 of this paper is mainly based on human resource management section as well as the marketing section. So there are a couple of questions that there. The most of the question, this question number 2 carries 20 marks. You can see question number 1. Question number 2, part A is state one reason why Next would want to promote its own employees. Dear students, always keep in mind when we're having a command word like state, you have to be very careful. Since this takes a 1 mark, carries 1 mark, sometimes you might be thinking, okay, we have to just write a one reason. Of course, yes, but you have to think about the contextualization or application, because it's always state questions are mainly focusing on the application part. Therefore, you have to write some answer based on the case study. So state one reason why Next would want to promote its own employees. You can say the employees want to promote. Promotions are very important, kind of a method of motivation, motivating people. The promotion, sometimes they can get salary increments also. But this case, you can see employees will be more confident if they become promoted. Organization can actually, they will become experts on the clothing retail market, and as well as the recruitment cost for the Next can be reduced. You can see state one reason why Next would want to promote its own employees, because sometimes they can reduce the recruitment cost, training cost, interview and everything we can reduce, because why? You're giving promotions, internal recruitment method, like kind of giving promotion to junior worker, a promotion opportunity. For example, this case, we can say a clothing retailer. Okay. Let's take a look at the marking schemas also this. So question number 2A says, the word 1 mark for the valid reason for Next and promoting its own employees in the context of the business. So they have given 2 sample answers. If Next promote its own employees, they are experts in the home interiors Next sells. So what is the application point here? They are experts in the home interior. Experts in the home interior. So what's the point here? If Next promotes its own employees, they become experts. They become experts on what? Home interiors. Someone can say ladies' dresses. Someone can say wedding list. Because these are the products they offer in their organization. The second point, look at the second point also. By promoting their own employees, Next does not have to spend time and money interviewing and training new staff to sell its new dresses. By promoting their own employees, Next does not have to spend time and money. That's an advantage. They does not have to spend time and money interviewing and training new staff to sell its new dresses. So what's the application point here? New dresses. They don't need to train again. They don't need to interview again their staff to sell their new dresses. So this is the application point here. Just a one word, home interior, new dresses. So I'll give some exam hint here. When you're writing some application, try to use some kind of a product. Write a name of a product they are selling, product or service, good or service. Because just writing the name itself, we are not recognizing it as application. Because why? If you change the name to Next, let's say I used another name for, let's say, KFC, then this answer belongs to KFC. Therefore, writing the business name in application doesn't recognize as a strong application. But right, therefore, be very smart when you're writing. You can write some kind of a product name in their application point. That's the first question. Okay, so question number 2, part B, another state question. State one reason why Next complies with the health and safety law. This also comes under human resource management section, regulation, health and safety law, employees protection, right? Health and safety law. If you have health and safety law, you can actually say customer protection, employee protection is very important, especially they have factories also in all over the world, and they have retail outlets. So if you have the comply with the health and safety law, right? The answer is there. Next, we'll want to protect employees and customers while they are in the clothing stores. It's a retail section. They can protect their customers and employees while they are in its clothing stores. Another point you can say, by complying it's not breaking any laws and employee feels safe. Employee feels safe whilst working in the garment factories. So what are the application points here? Clothing store, garment factories. We talk about the both aspects, manufacturing as well as retailing, both sections they have addressed. So health and safety should be happen in the both ways, retailing section and the manufacturing section. If you comply with the health and safety law, the employee feels safe, and also you can protect your employees and customers also. So it's an easy answer, but Shariver is very smart. If you just try, you can protect your employees from any harmful damages can be happen. It's wrong. The answer logically correct, but with no application in that answer. You have to say something, okay, they can protect their employees while they are working in the garment factories. They can protect their customers while they are shopping in their clothing stores. Like that, you can have some kind of a application is really important in this kind of a question. We are going to question number 2, part C. Explain one reason why business fail. For business failure, there are certain reasons are affecting. So explain question. First of all, this command, and I have to say something. I think I already mentioned this. Explain question is AO1, knowledge. You're checking only just knowledge. And explain question, you have to write interrelated, write 3 interconnected 3 sentences. You have to write one sentence, single sentence with the proper reason. Right? Do not write multiple reasons. That will be reduce your marks. They say we'll give you only 1 out of 3 in that kind of a situation. If you write multiple points, for example, if you write one reason for business failure, poor financial management, right? Poor leadership, right? External factors become very negative, like economic recession or something, right? If you list down 3 reasons, how much maximum you can have? Only 1 mark. So don't do that mistakes. So you can take 1 point. Let's say poor financial management. This will lead to, right, have overspending and everything, sometimes not having enough money to running the day-to-day expenses. Therefore, this will lead to, therefore the business will be running out of cash and they'll be eventually fail the business. So they cannot pay their supplier. So no need of putting any application, no contextualized answer, just a AO1 as a knowledge-based answer. So you can easily apply your knowledge in this kind of answer. In a paper, there are about 4 or 5 explain questions can become like normally explain questions carries 3 marks. So each question you can see explain questions, especially question of 1 and 2 and 3 explain questions are there. So when you're writing explain questions, stick to that point, 1 point and explanation. Look at this marking scheme answer. Explain one reason why business fail. And they say award 1 mark for a reason why business fail, and plus 2 further mark for explaining the reason for maximum 3 marks. Look at the answer here. The business failed because of cash flow problems. Okay, cash flow problem is a point. And this may be that the business has a greater outflow than inflow. The spending is higher than the revenue, greater outflow than inflow, leading to potential problems paying employees and suppliers. Paying employees and suppliers, leading to potential problems, issues coming when you're going to pay your employees or suppliers. So as I mentioned, there is a problem like a BLT point, because leads to, therefore, like a sandwich model you can use like bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Sandwich building model you can use in a development like explain question. Because of this, the reason, and this will leads to, and therefore. You can use that sentence building the method, the BLT model, in a 3-marker question, 6-marker questions, 9-marker question, and a 12-marker question. It's a very easy method, BLT model, right? 3 strands methods of writing. Question number 2, part D. Another 3-marker question. Explain one reason why a business would use batch production. This comes from operation management question. The business use batch production, but you don't need to require to application here. You don't need to combine the case study. You don't need to link here. You can just write a generic answer like previous question. One reason why business would like to use batch production. Batch production, you can have a same standardized product like, right? The quantity, small batches like 100 quantity, 200, 100, 250. Batch production is ideal, right? You can have some economies of scale. So we'll see what kind of an ideal answer why business like to use batch production. Here we go. A business with a wide range of products may need to produce them in smaller numbers. They can change the product easily, for example, size or color, without incurring too much cost. Right? Again, we are using things business with wide range of products. If you have wide portfolio of product, if you have, then you can, wide range of products may need to produce them in a smaller numbers. If you want to produce them in small numbers, they can change the product easily by using a batch production. They can change the product very easily. For example, their size and the color can easily change it without incurring too much cost. Right? They're asking, accept any appropriate response, any other except, like you can say, yeah, it's not another thing, batch production, you can have some economies of scale. Right? Batch production, you can use some flexibility. That's the main point here, like flexibility among different kinds of products, like example, color and size. But you can see no application here is a generic answer because it's AO1. AO1 is an assessment objective 1, knowledge. You're checking your knowledge. Right. Let's go to question number 2, part E. Another explain question. Now you can see, so question number 2, there are repetitive 3 explain questions coming one after another. 3 explain question, which carries 9 marks there. So I'm giving some small advice for you. Take this opportunity, because explain questions, they are not checking your application skills. Always they're checking your knowledge part. So please, you can easily stick to 1 point and you can develop this answer easily and you can go for 9 out of 9. This is because easy question, because no application. Because a lot of students I know, they struggle with application part finding. So, but this question, you can use your generic knowledge and general knowledge, and you can ideally, you can pick 1 reason you can find out somehow, and you can develop it. Further develop it, right? 3 sentences, interrelated 3 sentences, you can go to 3 out of 3. Here's another HR question, human resource question. Explain 1 reason why employees keep their curriculum vitae, or we call CV, up to date. We have to maintain our CV up to date, right? Especially employees, we have to maintain our CV up to date, right? Imagine if you prepare CV in 2020, like 2 years back. Sometimes during these 2 years, there can be some changes. Sometimes you might, right, complete some other exam. You must actually make some achievement during that period of time. Let's say you can actually pass your some test, right? You have some leadership thing. You actually become like a school prefect sometimes, right? You must, like, sometimes in national level, you have some participation. You want some gold medal or bronze medal or silver medal in some event. You can update. You have to update those things in your CV, right? Sports, extracurricular activities, professional qualification, educational qualification, something. If you haven't updated it, you have to keep update. They're asking what's the reason for this? Why they need to update? It's obviously general knowledge question, because you must have updated CV. Then only they will have a better idea. They can have a employer can have better idea about the employee by having updated CV, right? So look at this model answer. It means that the employee can apply for a job straight away without having to spend time updating a CV, which avoid the missing out job opportunities. Yes. Think about yourself. Think about the employee point of view. If you have updated CV without any rush, without any hassle, without any delay, you can quickly update for the job position, job opportunities. You can quickly target. That's the main advantage. The employee can apply for jobs straight away. Quickly you can apply without having to spend time updating a CV, right? Therefore, always you must have an updated CV always with you, which avoid the missing out job opportunities. Accept any other appropriate response. You can say yes, by having updated CV, you can quickly apply for job opportunities as one. So you're not miss out any opportunities. And also by having updated CV, right, the current employer, sometimes they will have always a kind of like a better look, sometimes always the better idea, because if you are sending all CV, sometimes it's a disadvantage for you because it doesn't update. Sometimes the photo doesn't update. Sometimes the photo has taken 10 years ago, right? But sometimes after 10 years, your look, everything can be changed. Therefore, you have to update it. Your profile picture, your qualification, everything you have to update. Is most advantage for you. It's become more valid always. More valid, right? So otherwise, CV become outdated and it's disadvantage for you. Okay, we are going to the last question of the question number 2, which carries 9 marker. The 9 marker question, every paper, small business or with a large business paper like this, there are 2 9 marker questions and 1 12 marker question. So we can see question number 2 carries 2 9 mark question, and question number 3 also carries another 9 marker question, and question number 4 carries 12 marker question. So today in this lesson, we are going to only discuss question number 2. In my coming videos, question number 3 and 4, I'm going to discuss. You can find out the other 9 markers and 12 markers in that videos. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and share these videos among your friends also. Right? So let's go to the question. Next, already uses a range of promotional methods to encourage customers to buy its products. Promotional methods they're using. So it's considering the following 2 methods as a way of increasing customer awareness of its brand and products. You can see this is based on marketing management and comes under promotion mix. Promotional strategies, they are using 2 promotion methods. Option 1, target advertising online. Target advertising online. Option 2, e-newsletter. E-newsletter. So both options using internet. Online advertising, target advertisements, and e-newsletters. Both they can use, but they're asking which one is the most suitable. You have to pick one option. Write a 9 mark question. I'll repeat the structure. Pick one option. Both options are correct, but just pick one option and develop 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of the selected option. For example, if you select option number 1, strike off option number 2. Don't need to talk about option 2. You have to put 2 positives, 2 negatives. That's it. So 9 marker, no need a definition, no need a conclusion. You can see 9 marker, the content, the amount you have to write only just 1 page right here. So when you're writing a 9 mark question, pick one option. For example, target online advertising. You can target the people, the customers who visit the next clothing retail, especially ladies or gents or people who actually searching for the wedding list, and they can target online advertising, like you can see pop-up advertising, we call like search engine optimizing we can use. That also there are advantages, like target advertising are more effective, right? And some cost efficiency you can see. However, sometimes advertising might be missing some people, like some market share is not target, some other areas can be missed out. E-newsletter also, like e-newsletters is another cheaper method, only preparation cost only, and you can smoothly you can share and you can go viral. E-newsletter you can send to everyone. But however, some people are there, they don't read, they're thinking this is spam emails and they are going to junk emails. So sometimes without reading, some people might delete this thing because there's so much of e-newsletters, online advertisements are coming. So people become a little bit irritating. Therefore, there's a tendency of ignoring. Think about yourself, right? Think about, actually be honest. So we are reading, are we interested on these things? No. So, but we have to, but you can see, for example, if there's advertisement or something, sometimes we can't skip it until like some seconds, we have to allow them to play like that. But like same thing, e-newsletters, they are sending directly, target advertising, send it directly to their existing customers, right? So this is a method. Pick one option, right? 2 positives and 2 negatives. Let's go to their marketing scheme and see what are the mentioned point there. So both options they have talked about here. AO2, AO3, AO4. Assessment objective 2 is application and analysis point and evaluation skills. Carries 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks each. So level-based marking. So when you're marking, we are reading an entire answer and you're finding out you belongs to which level of application, level 1, 2, 3, which level of knowledge, which level of analysis, which level of evaluation. And we are giving marks based on that levels. So level-based marking. So look at the option number 1. Option number 1 is target online advertising. The application points would be, by using target online advertising, next are only sending information to those customers who have purchased furniture or have signed up for its website, right? So that means it's using what's the application point here? Next is a clothing retail should be who have purchased clothing and they are going to gift items, wedding list and other furniture accessories, everything. So you can say something product name you can mention there, who have signed up for this website only. That's application. Look at the option 1, same thing, target advertising, analysis point. So therefore, next could test whether the people is targeting are buying furniture being advertised. They can check whether people who are targeting are buying furniture. It can be clothes, it can be wedding list, gift accessories, gift items are being advertised. Look at the however point. However point always indicates that you are right in the evaluation point, the opposite side, negative side, for and against. So what are the against point of this online advertising? Target online advertising does not reach all the customers to next who might wish to purchase furniture, right? So the target that's why it does not reach to all the customers. That's the limitation. Only one limitation mentioned, but when you're writing, mention 2 however points, right? So look at the other option. Option 2 also will read like that. Option 2 is e-newsletters. Application point. E-newsletters are a cost-effective way of sending information about the customers, like you can say about their clothes, ladies' dresses, they are purchasing from Turkey, right? And you can talk about the wedding list and everything. If they're interested in the wedding list service, it could include text, illustration, and special offers. Yeah, use electronic newsletter. You can add anything like pictures, graphics, text, illustration, infographics, nice thing. So not only that, illustration, special offers, everything about the wedding list services, more effective. Analysis point. The only expense that the next has a setting up of the newsletter. The only expense next has is the setting up of the newsletter, and then this can be distributed with no further expense to all their customers. However, the limitation of the e-newsletter, next cannot be certain. They cannot be sure that all its customers who want to receive the wedding list service will read the newsletter. Even previous one also same. It's not sure. It's not sure. It's just uncertain that customer gonna read everything. Will read the newsletter, as there is no guarantee or way of checking that they have seen it. right? It can be gone on without reading. Some person can archive, or some person can delete it or ignore it. So that's a limitation, however. So always try to mention two limitations, two positive points. And but I have seen some students actually writing some ending lines like option 2 has more advantages and which outweigh the disadvantages. Therefore, next should go ahead with option 1, option 2, like that. That's okay. And also some people are writing like, however, it depends also point, however, it depends on the management of the next, however, it depends on the customer base of the next, however, it depends on the computer literacy of the customers in the, like that. You can say so many, it depends on that. Also, I have seen some like a high achievers answers, that kind of thing at the ending lines, which makes you very smart. So you can add that points also in your answers, right? So that's the end of the question number 2 of the large business paper, right? So in my next session, in my next video, right, please continue this video series. So question number 3 and question number will be, I will be upload soon. So thank you very much. Stay in touch with me. Share this video, subscribe my channel, like my videos. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best in your coming up exams.